Yes, everybody, welcome back to the Wolves series, the Youth Academy Challenge here on Football Manager 2019. It's actually New Year's Day in game, so Happy New Year. You're probably not watching it on New Year's Day, but if you are, make sure you let me know in the comment section. So we've got the January transfer window, but obviously we're not going to be making any moves. I've just clicked continue and I can see some serious offers in the inbox which we'll go through shortly. Apologies for no upload on Sunday as well. I know Wolves are playing Huddersfield, so I didn't really want that to clash. A little bit of a waste of time going to the Molineux on Sunday, but I sort of just wish we stayed here and played FM. But before we kick off today's video, guys, make sure you go and check out the sponsors over at OneFootball, the partners of this channel. They really help the channel out. The #1 football app out there at the moment for your live scores, your live team news, everything to do with your team. You download the app, link in the description down below. You pick your favourite team, get all the news catered to your needs. So then, guys, hope we're all doing very, very well. Before we go into the inbox, we have got a couple of... well, let's say that. It's already come up here. The offer has come up here that PSG have just offered for Ruben Neves. I've not even seen the offer yet. But 27.5 million with big instalments. I can't accept it, can I? The whole point of this save is to improve these players. Who else is interested? PSG and Man U. I can't accept it. I'm going to reject the offer. I'm going to say that. He's going to be angry. Surely he's going to come back and be angry. Bennett Kofobi to Stoke has gone through, and Ryan Bennett in Team of the Week. So let's have a quick look at what's happened since the last time we met. Last time we met was the Arsenal game, wasn't it? Since then, 2-0 win over Cardiff. Leo Bonatini and Adama Traore getting the goals there. A 0-0 draw versus Manchester United, which of course was very good for us. And a 2-0 win over Spurs, who we all play in today's episode in the FA Cup as well. Since then, though, a disappointing 1-0 loss to Southampton. It was 91st minute Danny Ings goal and a 3-2 loss to Everton. A brace from Mr. Ryan Bennett. Dominic Calvert-Lewin grabbing a brace for Everton along with Gylfi Sigurdsson. But yeah, Chelsea and Spurs to come up today. Injury-wise, at the moment, got Courtney House injured. We've got Matt Doherty injured. We've got Adama injured. And Johnny only just coming back. So at the moment, it's difficult, especially around the busy winter period. We're having fitness issues and all sorts. So that's something that we've got to consider today against two strong teams. Goal scoring at the moment is a concern for us. We're on -1 goal difference. We're actually doing quite well defensively, but the amount of goals we're scoring, as I say, is a bit of a concern. As you know, though, January transfer window, we can't do a lot. We're still going to have to wait for the youth intake, which hopefully should be in the next 2 episodes or so. As we know, it's probably in and around this sort of time, end of Feb, early March. Dynamic-wise at the moment, though, everything seems to be going okay. One unhappy player, which I'd assume is going to be Ruben Neves. Wide range of ages, as if that really matters. But the hierarchy at the moment, looking fairly standard. The social groups have sort of merged slowly into 3 groups. Morgie Gibbs, like Courtney House, is in their own little partnership there. Well, hopefully we can get them in the core social group sooner rather than later. And you guessed it, the Ruben Neves has come knocking, and he's not happy that he can't go to PSG. So let's see if Rui will do anything. Rui Patricio, passionately, can he do anything? So unable to sort it. Now, a lot of people I spoke to last year said this worked for them. It's never worked for me, not even last year. So we've got to be careful with this. We don't want to destroy Neves' morale. He's disappointed that we blocked his transfer to PSG. A move would have come with a huge pay rise, and he'd like us to let him discuss terms with them if they bid again. So let's say passionately, your wages should be the least. No, what sort of wages are we talking about? Let's say that. I would be happy with 64 grand a week. I'm happy with that. We've worked him round. 64 grand a week is only 14 grand more of what he wants now. Happy days. We'll offer him a contract after this episode. So then, first game of the episode up against Chelsea. And as you can see, the Chelsea side, same formation as us really, with Pedro, Morata and Willian as the front three. Kante, Kovacic and Jorginho, with Emerson, David Luiz, Christensen, Aspi and Kepa in goal. Our team was Patricio in goal, Iorfa, Cody, Bolly and Vinagre make up the back 4. Then Donker will sit in front of them with Neves and Moutinho, Jota, Costa, Bonatini as the front 3. We're looking a little bit tired, but hopefully we can jump on Chelsea. New year. Let's see if we can start off with a win. Chelsea with a free kick. Pedro with the ball in. Bolly heads away. Only as far as Morata. Bolly's going to try and get out to him again. Jorginho now on the ball into Kovacic from range and forces Patricio to tip it over. I thought that was just looping into the back of the net there. Here's Pedro again with a corner kick towards Morata and just over the bar. Throw in our own half. Vinagre. Not the best of ball. Not the best of throw-ins. Long ball again. Iorfa cuts out. Back to Cody. Sprays it out to Helder Costa. I think this is Cody's first game back since injury. So his sharpness isn't brilliant. Neves will switch it to Costa on the right-hand side here. Helder Costa will run at Emerson, who tackles him eventually. But David Luiz loses it. Here's Bonatini. And there's the first goal of the game. And it's Mr. Leo Bonatini with his 4th for the season. Fantastic finish. You normally see these one-on-ones with forwards and they actually very rarely put them away. But Helder Costa's persistence worked well there. Mistake from David Luiz at the back. Great challenge from Helder Costa and Bonatini curls it across the goalkeeper and makes it Chelsea 0, Wolves 1 right on the 10th minute mark. David Luiz made the mistake earlier on. Up to Kante. Tries to switch it towards Willian who controls it. Willian now with the ball in towards Morata and a penalty's given. Went in for a 50-50, but it's said that Cody's pushed him. And it will be... Is it going to be Morata to take it? No, it's David Luiz. Can he avenge his mistake? He certainly can. What a penalty. Smashes it with his 2nd of the season. Thought Patricio was going to be Superman again. Loves saving a penalty, doesn't he? But it's Chelsea 1, Wolves 1. And David Luiz with a top draw penalty. Just smashed it. Quite central, but Patricio was down and loops over the keeper. Pedro again. We'll play it short to Willian this time. Willian again. Back to Pedro. Need to try and get a tackle in here. Into Willian again. Challenged and cleared up towards Leo Bonatini, who's isolated. He's on his own. Needs to get it out his feet. He'll find Dendoncker. All the way back to Patricio. Dodgy. Big ball towards Costa. Doesn't win the header. Cody will. Kante loses it. Here's Neves now. Ruben Neves on a booking. Tries to switch it to Jota. He'll put Azpilicueta under pressure and back to Kepa. Kepa now with a big ball forward towards Pedro. Iorfa will bring it down for Costa. Helder Costa now will switch it to Diogo Jota. Diogo Jota. Back out. Oh, and it's a penalty given. Penalty is given. Diogo Jota wins it. It's going to be... Let's give it to João. We'll give it to João Moutinho. A big chance to go 2-1 up and regain the lead here at Stamford Bridge. It's the experienced João Moutinho. Oh, what a penalty. That's how you do it. That's how you put it into the back of the net. And João Moutinho exit his 3rd goal of the season. And 2-1 Wolves. Top bins. Fantastic penalty. And there's no stopping that. So we've got a little bit of an issue. We've got quite a number of bookings now. So I'm a bit worried every highlight that we're going to get like a red card or something. Ball in towards Pedro. He's going to knock it back across. Iorfa wins the ball. God, he was on a booking then. I was a little bit worried. But big ball forward again towards Bonatini. Luiz into Christensen. Jota darting up to put a bit of pressure on. Kovacic to Kante. Kante now with Iorfa winning the header. Emerson on the ball. All the way back to Luiz again. Chelsea trying to knock the ball around, but can't really get past us at the moment. Kovacic will find Kante. N'Golo Kante, lovely through ball to Willian. Willian now, option for Morata. It's a lovely Chelsea goal. 9th of the season for Alvaro Morata. Makes it 2-2 right on half-time. It's been a great first half of football, though. Plenty of goals, which you haven't really seen on recent episodes. Kante just ripped us apart with this ball. It seemed like Vinagre just fell asleep for a minute. Willian allowed a load of room. Bolly comes off his man. And Morata heads it past Patricio to make it 2-2. So then 2-2 the score. Chelsea fully dominant, to be honest, but we've taken them what chances that we've had. We've got to continue to do that in the second half. Pedro with a corner in for Chelsea. David Luiz scores his 2nd of the game with half an hour to go. He made that mistake at the start of the match that allowed us to get the opening goal, and David Luiz makes it now 3-2. Man on my post, what's the point? You got to be keeping those off. But yeah, 3-2 Chelsea. Kante to Pedro, back to N'Golo Kante again. Finds Morata. Just waiting for that ball to open up on the right hand side. Marcus Alonso, who's got a slight knock at the moment. Pedro. Cavallero will beat it and win it back on the corner flag. Big ball towards Bonatini. Will bring it down again. Marcus Alonso now to Jorginho. He's Kante to Kovacic. Long ball again to Morata. Willy Bolly's beaten. And it's 4-2 to Chelsea. Behind our defence again. And Alvaro Morata punishes us even more. Kante there with the ball. Kovacic with a little dink over the top. And Willy Bolly beaten. And Morata fires it in. And makes it Chelsea 4, Wolves 2. 6 minutes to go. Chelsea going to rub salt in the wounds. Bolly across. Johnny away. Only as far as David Luiz, who's actually on a hat-trick. Here's Pedro. Luiz again. Tries to switch it across to Kovacic, which he does successfully. Back across to Willian. Willian now on the ball. Lose out to Vinagre, who just clears it away. Christensen across to Marcus Alonso. Bit of an opening for Pedro. Will curl it back into Morata, who makes it 5. And I think that's his hat-trick now. 3 for Morata, 2 for David Luiz. And it's disappointing, especially when it was 2-2 at half-time. You would have backed us to try and get something out of the game, but a very disappointing performance. It's Willy Bolly every time just getting beaten. Connor Cody as well on a 6.1. The defence just haven't been up to it today. Here's Patricio, and is the game going to finally be over now? Willy Bolly, and there we go. Final whistle finally comes, but it finishes Chelsea 5, Wolves 2. A very disappointing performance, and we really do need to bounce back in the FA Cup. So then here we are, second game of the episode, FA Cup, and as you can see, a little change in formation. We're going back with a 5-2-1-2 to see if we can get it to work. Jimenez and Bonatini up top with Morgan Gibbs-White behind. Neves and Martinho with the back 5 of Vinagre, Johnny, Bolly, Cody, Dendoncker and Patricio. Spurs going with Kane up front and Kudu, Ali, Lamela, De Jong and Winks in the middle, Davis, Vertonghen, Alderweireld and Aurier with Gazzaniga in goal. A few little changes there for Spurs. Are they going for a slightly weaker team? They've got Lloris, Trippier, Sanchez on the bench. Hopefully we can cause another little upset. So then here we go at Molineux for the FA Cup 3rd round. We always look forward to this day in the football calendar. Can our Wolves team get a win? We haven't got a win in the last 3. Can we beat Spurs, who actually our last win was up against? Dendoncker with a throw-in to Bonatini. Knocks it down for Morgan Gibbs-White to Martinho. Neves there, switches it to Johnny. Needs the option in the middle. He'll whip one in towards Raul Jimenez, who should have put that at least on target. Great ball from Johnny. But Raul Jimenez's header is over the bar. Johnny Otto again. Short to Bonatini. To Johnny. Whipped in a good ball just. Can he whip in another one towards Jimenez again? A little bit deep. Neves, is he going to find Vinagre? He certainly does. Ruben Vinagre on a booking. He'll whip in a decent ball, and there's Leo Bonatini. What a ball that was from Vinagre, and Bonatini bags again, and he makes it 1-0. It's a terrific move. Neves did well to look up and find Vinagre, but this is good. Patient play, and whips it right across. Really good height. No chance for the goalkeeper, and 5 minutes before half-time, we take the lead here against Spurs. So here we are then, 1-0 up against Spurs, 39th minute goal from Leo Bonatini. 9 shots to their 7. As it stands, we'll be going through to the 4th round of the FA Cup. Just got to keep our eye on that slight Ruben Neves knock. I think he's just bruised his knee. But yeah, we'll keep an eye on it. Good ball from Vinagre early on. Raul Jimenez! Straight after half-time. Got to be putting those away, and that's why we've been starting Leo Bonatini. Raul Jimenez, with those chances, we saw that header in the first half, he didn't put away as well. Morgan Gibbs-White. Now, this is the golden opportunity for Jimenez. Jimenez! Oh, this time it will go in. As I say it, Raul Jimenez makes it 2-0. And we're finally getting somewhere. This tactic working a treat so far. What a ball that was from Morgan Gibbs-White, by the way. This is the formation. If it works, this is where he's going to get his most game time. And then Raul Jimenez was quite fortunate in the end, but he rolls it past Gazzaniga in goal. And we have doubled our lead. Well, we are going to make that change. Neves is going to come off. We'll bring on Romain Saiss. Only because Neves is struggling a little bit. As it stands, though, we'll keep it as it is. Here's Lamela. Chance for Spurs. And Wanyama, he's offside apparently. Big chance out for Victor Wanyama. But his header goes in and he's offside. Let's have another look at this. I don't think that was offside, to be honest, but bit of a strange one. Sanchez header was weak. I don't know why Orfa's doing there. He could have got that. Lamela to Davis. Davis now on the ball. Back to Wanyama. 5 minutes to go. Spurs piling on the pressure now. Harry Winks from range. Here's Sergio Aurier. Touches it past the man. Ball in. Lamela. Really good goal. Very well worked by Sergio Aurier. And Spurs are back in it. 2-1 with 5 to go. Really don't want this one to go to a replay. It was Harry Winks who did well. This is a really good run. That first touch was brilliant. This touch back as well. And Lamela beats the goal. Beats the defender. Beats the goalkeeper. And Spurs are back in the game. But it looks like we may well have just held on to a very, very strong victory here. Here's Aurier again. Last chance for Spurs maybe. Patricio does come. Then Donker clears away. And that is the full-time whistle. The massive victory for us in the FA Cup. If we can translate that sort of form and match into the league, we'll be fine. But a fantastic 2-1 victory. Bonatini and Jimenez getting the goals in the end. A Lamela late goal only ended up being a consolation. But into the 4th round of the FA Cup. So there we go. Neves is now happy to stay at Wolves and a wage rise. We've got rid of any release clause on there. And we've got him at least for another 4 years. So pretty happy with that one. So then FA Cup 4th round. Let's see who we can get. We'll quickly skip through this one. Let's spam the clicker. Oh no, there we go. I'm happy with that. Bristol Rovers or Scunthorpe. A League One tie away from home. Good for the away fans as well. We always like that little unique away day. And also, touch wood, a passage into the 5th round of the FA Cup. So I'll take that. But guys, I mean, bar that Chelsea game, we still played well in parts. We've got a very strong win over Spurs there. We need to take that into league form now. In the league, if we have a quick look, we're currently still 11th, but it's 7 points off the drop zone, but 7 points from the top 7. So we're doing okay. We're bang on mid-table. Just got to try and get a bit more consistency. Newcastle next in the league. Bristol Rovers not far away, only a couple of weeks away. But we'll come back sometime in Feb. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it today. Make sure you hit that like button. Always appreciate if you do that. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, guys. And until next time, I'll see you all very, very soon.